Hello everyone, welcome to the session on Genius Chalk. In this session, I will be discussing Mixtures and Alligation second part. If you have not seen the first part, please go and watch the first part of Mixture and Alligation with the first question of this session. So there are two vessels and they are filled with a mixture of water and milk in this ratio. So there is one vessel number 1, vessel number 2, and the mixture of water and milk, that is 2:3, and here it is 3:7. This is water, this is milk. If the mixture are poured into the third vessel, so this is the third vessel, the ratio of water and milk in the third vessel will be what? So we can see that we have to mix all these two vessels in this one, and eventually what is the ratio of water and milk, that we need to tell. So what we do in this case, first, if we want to mix this vessel 1 with vessel 2, first thing which we'll understand is to make the quantity same, right? So let's make the quantity same. So in the first, what is the ratio? 2:3. In the second, what is the ratio? 3:7. Right? Now, what is the total here? The total is 5. What is the total here? The total ratio wise is 10. That means I need to do something here. This ratio is not same. This total is 5 liters, this is 10 liters. So what I'll do, I'll multiply this by 2, multiply this by 1. If I multiply this by 2, that means this also to be multiplied by 2, and this also to be multiplied by 2, and this also will be same. Why? Because they are multiplied by 1. Now what is the new ratio we have? That is 4:6. Another one, 3:7. And we know that this is water and this is milk, right? Now what is, if we mix, now we have the same quantity. You can see 10 liters first vessel, 10 liters second vessel. If I mix them, then we are having the same quantity. That means it is water will be mixed in water and milk will be mixed with milk. So that is 4 plus 3 is to 6 plus 7, that is 13. So what is my answer? It has to be 7:13. I hope the concept is clear. 7:13 is my answer. That is option C. So what is the learning? The learning is that we have to make the quantity equal, right? That will make our things easy. Let's start with the second. P and Q are two alloys of gold and copper, and the ratio is given 7:2, 7:11, and it is written equal quantities, right, of two alloys are melted to form a new alloy C. Again, there are two alloys, they have to be melted and they have to be mixed, and they will be mixed in a new vessel. So the same type of question, and already it's written equal quantity. So the same approach we'll try with, that is 7:2, 7:11. Now what is the total here? This is gold, this is copper. The total is 9. What is the total? The total here is 18. Now it is 9, it is 18. If I multiply this by 2, this is by 1. That means both of these multiply by 2. That is 7 2s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 7 1s are 7, and 11 1s are 11. If you add 14 plus 7, that will be 21, and 11 plus 4, that is 15, and that's the ratio. 3 7s are 3 5s are. That means option D, 7:5 has to be our answer, right? Let's do some more. Two equal vessels, again already written, two equal, that means quantity wise they have to be same. Now two equal vessels, they are filled with a mixture of water and milk in the ratio 3:4, and this, if they have to be poured into a third vessel, then what is the ratio of water and milk. So same type, let's write it 3:4. Then we have 5:3. What is the total here? The total here is 7. The total here is 8. What we need to do here now? Multiply this by 8. Multiply this by 7. And this both to be multiplied by 8. This both to be multiplied by 7. So just multiply 3 8s are 24. 4 8s are 32. 5 7s are 35. 3 7s are 21. Now this is water, this is milk. If we mix them in the third vessel, that is going to be 9, and this is 53. So what is my answer? It has to be option C. Option C is the answer. All right, let's do the next. Now we have solved 2 vessels question. Now we'll be having 3 vessels, and there are 3 vessels, 1, 2 and 3, and now they are emptied into a large vessel. So now all of them will be mixed. So the procedure is same, but because we have 3 vessels, we have to do it carefully. So let's start. So what is the ratio? First it is 3:2. Second, 7:3. 11:4. So what is the new ratio? This total is 5, this total is 10, and this total is 15. So what is the, now by what number I should multiply? That number must be the LCM. So what is the LCM of all of these 3? That is 15. So this is multiplied by 3. This not 15, sorry, it is 30, right? So this is 15, this is 10, this is 5. So this is 30 now. So it has to be multiplied, 5 has to be multiplied by 6. This has to be multiplied by 3. This has to be multiplied by 2. That means this is multiplied by 6. This is multiplied by 3. This is multiplied by 2. So let's multiply and get the result. So what we will get? 3 6 are 18. 2 6 are 12. 7 3s are 21. 3 3s are 9. 11 2s are 22. 4 2s are 8. So this is how much? 9 8 17 plus 12, it is 29. And this is 18 plus 40, 18 plus 22 plus 21, that is 61. So what is my answer? 61:29. Right? So this is 3 vessels. Now let's do one more. 3 vessels of equal volume, already written equal volume. They have mixture of milk and water in this, and again they are emptied in a large vessel. We have to tell the ratio of milk and water. So let's try. 4:1, 8:7, 9:11. Now if we write, it will be 5, it will be 15, and it will be 20. Now what is the LCM of all? So we can see the LCM is 23 is 60. So now by what number we should divide them? So this has to be 5 12s, 15 4s, 23s. That means this ratio to be multiplied by 12, this ratio to be multiplied by 4, this ratio to be multiplied by 3. Now this is multiplied by 12. So what we can write? We can write 4 12s are 48, 12 1s are 12. Then 8 4s are 32, 7 4s are 28, 9 3s are 27, 11 3s are 33. Now add 28 plus 12, 40, 40 plus 33, 73. And we can see 73 in one of the options, yes. But still we will check. 10 plus 2, 7, and this is 107. So what is my answer? My answer has to be option C, right? This is the third vessel question. Let's see one more. Now the same question, data is changed. So this will give you a better practice. So with me you can try. Always try this question first, then see the solution. 5:3, pause the video and solve, and then See the solution. This is 4, this is 8, this is 16. So what is the LCM? 16 is the LCM. If 16 is the LCM, this number to be multiplied by 4, this has to be by 2, this is by 1. So if this is happening, that means this numbers to be multiplied by 4, these numbers to be multiplied by 2, these numbers to be multiplied by 1. Now what is this? 3 4s are 12, 4 1s are 4, then 5 2s are 10, and 3 2s are 6, 9 1s are 9, 7 1s are 7. If you add, this is going to be 22 plus 9, that is 31. Yeah, 31 is present only in one option, so that has to be my answer, but still I will confirm. 10 plus 7, 17. So that is option D is my answer. Make sure sometimes the examiner changes this. If initially is giving milk and water, finally also is giving the same, that means there is no need to check, but still we'll verify every time whenever we try this in the exam. Let's solve the next. Now if there are 3 vessels each of 10 liter, that means their quantity capacity is same. Mixture of milk and water are in this ratio, and again they are emptied into the third single vessel, proportion of milk and water. So let's try again. The first ratio has to be 2:1, second ratio is 3:1, third ratio is 3:2. Now the total is 3, the total is 4, the total is 5. What is the LCM? 3 4 12 5 is 60, so this is multiplied by 20. This is because the LCM is 60, so that's what I'm multiplying. It is multiplied by 15, this is multiplied by 12. If this is multiplied by 20, this is multiplied by 20, this is multiplied by 15, this is multiplied by 15, this is multiplied by 12, this is multiplied by 12. Now what is the new ratio? We can write it. The new ratio is, this is 2 into 20, 40. Next, 1 into 20 is 20, 3 into 15 is 45, 1 into 15 is 50, 3 12s are 36, 12 2s are 24. So how much this is? 45, this is 35 plus 54, 59, and this is again the same thing, milk and water, fine. So milk and water, there is no need to worry. So this is 11 and 1 1 1 plus 1, so 1 2. So this is 121 is to 59, and that is option C. Option C is my answer of this question. I hope it is clear. Right, next. Now 8th question I am giving you for homework. Everybody who is seeing this video, kindly try this and give your answer in comments. Okay, I will be seeing your answer and replying it as well. Okay, next one. So this has to be done in comment section. Next, now if there are 2 vessels each of equal volume and the milk water ratio is given, and what it says, if both the 2 vessels, it's not all, it's both the 2 vessels are emptied in the third large vessel in this ratio, find the proportion of milk and water in the mixture. Now here the next type will start, so see very carefully. Now ratio of milk and water, so this is milk, this is water. It is 1:2, it is 2:3, and now what is the total here? It is 3. What is the total here? It is 5. Now first we need to make the quantity same, so let's make the quantity same. Multiply this by 5, multiply this by 3. So this all these both will be multiplied by the same number, that is into 5 into 5, and this has to be into 3 into 3, because the rule of ratio says if you multiply the main sum by something, you have to multiply the other two ratio also by the same number. So that becomes how much? Now this becomes 5. This becomes 5:10. This is 6:9. Now both are giving 15. Fine. Now I'll rub this. 5:10. This is the first method of solving this question. So after this, it is 15 and it is 15. It is fine, perfectly fine. But question says that it should be mixed in this ratio 3:10. That means this has to be multiplied by 3 and this has to be multiplied by 10. So these both to be multiplied by 3 also, and these both to be multiplied by 10. Now 5 3s are 15, 10 3s are 30, 6 10s are 60, 9 10s are 90, and this is milk, this is water. So milk plus water 75, and this is 120. So this becomes 15 5s are 15 8s are. That is my answer. So remember, whatever ratio we mix up to now, we have to make the quantity same first, and then if the question says that they have to be mixed in the particular ratio, then multiply the respective ratio by these respective numbers. I hope it is gettable. You have got the concept. This is the first way. Second way to do this question is, we need to have 1:2 and we have 2:3. Now what we need to do, we need to multiply them or mix them in the ratio 3:10. You see, this is total 3, but this is 5. So to make it 10, what can I do? I can just multiply it by 2. So multiply this by 2, these both will be multiplied by 2. So this becomes how much? This becomes 4:6 and it is 1:2. So this was total 3 and this is total 10. We can see that they are mixed in the ratio of 3:10, right? Now milk will add with milk and water will add with water. So this becomes 4 plus 1. This becomes 5 and 6 plus 2 become 8. So this is an easy way to solve the question, right? And we can get the answer by that way also, and you can apply this method as well. Okay, let's do the next one. Now again we have the same type. Now already the vessel's capacity is given in 2:1:3, and in 3 vessels the milk and the water ratio is given as 2:3, 7:3 and 9:1. Now we have to make a new vessel out of mixing all the 3. So let's try. First is write the ratio 2:3. This is milk, this is water. Milk and water. This is 7:3. And what is the third one? That is 9:1. Now the total is, what is the total we can write? Total is 5, 10 and 10. So what we can do, 5, 10 and 10. First let's multiply this by 2, right? Because this will be 10, 10, 10. Now the quantities are same. If this is multiplied by 2, we'll remember that we have to multiply this also by 2. But let's apply the procedure first here. Now this vessel has to be in this ratio 2. 2:1:3 means first vessel has to be in this 2 ratio. That means its quantity should be doubled. So once more I need to multiply this by another number, that is 2. I hope you're getting my point. Why I'm multiplying it by 2? Because of this 2 ratio, right? Next, this is already 10, but it has to be in this ratio, so this has to be multiplied only with 1, and the next has to be multiplied by 3. This is how we can make this total quantity of 3 vessels in 2:1:3. So this is what we need to do. If this is now whatever is the multiplying factor, just multiply and get the result. So 2:3, multiply with 2 into 2, 4. So multiply by 4. This is multiply by 1, same. This is multiplied by 3. So what is the new ratio? 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12, 7 1s are 7, 3 1s are 3, 9 3s are 27, 1 3s are 3. Yeah, now add it. How much? 15 or 34 plus 8, 42, and this is 18. 6 7s are 42, 6 3s are 18. So what is my answer? You can see my answer is 7:3. That is option D, right? So remember, whenever the ratio is also given, then consider that ratio also. After making the quantity same, multiply with the respective multiplying factors of the ratio which is given, right? Of the volume of the ratio which is given. Let's do one more. Now again we have the same problem, and the ratio is 1:2:3, and these respective ratios are given and they are mixed in a new vessel. Let's do it. 1:3, 1:5, and 5:7. Right. Now what is the total here? Total here is 4, total here is 6, total is 12. What is the LCM? LCM is 12. I will not write this now. If this is 12, that means this number to be multiplied by 1, this number to be multiplied by 3, this number to be multiplied by 2. Now their quantities are same, right? And these will multiply later on. First we are observing that which number these should be multiplied with. Now afterwards, ratio is 1:2:3. That means this is multiplied by 1, this is by 2, this is by 3. Now this is the eventual thing which we have got, and now we can cancel. So actually this is multiplied by 3. So this is multiplied by 3. This is multiplied by 4. Fine. And this is multiplied by 3 again. So just solve it and get your result. So if you try to solve, we'll get 1 multiplied 3 is 3. 3 multiplied 3 is 9. 1:4 is 4, 5 into 4 is 20, 5 3s are 15, 7 3s are 21, 19 plus 3, 22, 30 plus 20, 50, and this becomes 11:25. So what is my answer? Is option C, right? So that's all for the session. I hope you have learned something. We'll continue this series of mixture and alligation in the next part. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all.